Hey guys, it's Heather. Oh, checking in, long time overdue. Whether it's on YouTube or my Facebook page, I've not done a video in a while and I'm due. And I think this is a perfect time to be due because I have lots to talk about. A lot. So bear with me. I actually have notes. I actually jotted some notes down because I don't want to miss on what I need to talk about. Okay. I'm now drawing a blank. I don't even know where to begin. That's the crazy thing. I have things I definitely want to talk about, yet I don't know where to start. I guess the best place to start is that I need a change. I don't know how to best word this. I have been on a roller coaster of consistency the last month and a half. I feel like I'd have things going good, and then all of a sudden I'd slack a little, and then it's just back and forth. But you notice it never, it goes up a little bit, but even if it goes down a little bit, it's still up. No. It's like, if anything, a little more down than up. You guys know this, if you have been following me on my Facebook page, or you follow me on YouTube, or you just know me in general, you know that I am a contemplator. I'm always thinking about things, really. I think a lot. It sounds really ridiculous. But don't be fooled by the rocks that I've got. I'm still Heather from the block. I am always thinking and rationalizing things and digging deeper and analyzing. That's just how I am. Maybe to a fault. So I have been thinking a lot about my journey and not taking away from anything that I've already done and anything I've already accomplished. But I feel like, actually, it's just kind of coming to me right now. I feel like that was a phase of my life. And I'm now kind of like when I started my journey. I think I've ended one phase, and now I've kind of have to push on to a new phase. And I'm still trying to use the old stuff that worked in the old phase. Does this make sense? I really hope it does, because it's kind of now making sense to me. And this is happening live. Well, not live, but you know what I'm saying. This is just an epiphany having moment right now. So anyways, I feel like I'm in phase 2 of my ongoing, never-ending journey. But I feel like I've moved into a new phase, but yet I've been trying to use things that worked, legitimately good things that worked in the last phase, in the new phase. And it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. I did post the other day on my Facebook page, Finding Her Happy Pace, which if you are on YouTube and you don't follow it there, I'll link it down below. But I talked about my running in particular, and then I finally kind of had an epiphany there, and that I've been trying to improve my pace, yet I've been using the old tactics, the techniques that I've used before. And how can my pace improve if I'm just kind of stuck in doing what I'm used to? I need to challenge myself like I had to challenge myself when I just started to become a runner, to even just embark on running at all. So, I've now kind of come to that epiphany, and I'm now challenging my running a little bit more in what I'm doing. But there's one aspect of my life that needs a major change, and it's my relationship with food. That, my friends, is an ongoing battle. If anybody tells me they have their food figured out and they have their relationship with food completely figured out to a T, I'm going to go on a limb and say they're a liar, because it is never ending, ongoing. It's a cycle. Not saying that there aren't probably many, many people that have a good relationship with food, but I don't think anybody ever has it figured out to a T. Food is just tricky, and anybody that says food is not an addiction is crazy, because it is. So food, that's been my struggle. I feel like my workouts are getting back into place now, and I'm feeling good about those. But I really need to struggle. I really need to tackle the eating part, because that especially, excuse me, that's been up and down. So, I was contemplating kind of wanting to start fresh. I love a good fresh start, and so I thought, I'd seen this Dr. Oz cleanse for a long time, and I'd contemplated it multiple times doing it, and I was like, you know what, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is a good time to do this 3-day Dr. Oz cleanse, kind of totally detoxify my, not cleanse, but detoxify my system, although it probably cleanse too, and be ready to start fresh, with better eating and working with that, and yada yada yada. And I posted on my Facebook page, wanted some people's input, and the vibe I was getting, which I totally appreciate everybody's input, because that helped me greatly. I got a feeling in my gut, no pun intended, that wasn't going to be something that was good for me. And one of my huge concerns was that I would do the cleanse, probably be like, oh my god, I'm done now, I can eat something, and just I don't know, I didn't feel confident that would then transition me into eating better. I didn't. So, excuse me again. So, in talking to a wonderful friend, Sarah, from Fat to Freedom on Facebook, in fact, I will link her Facebook page down below. She's amazing. If you don't follow her, you really need to. She's doing the Whole30 challenge, and I still have a lot to kind of digest and kind of look into about that, but she is doing whole foods, no sugars, dairy, what else is it? Sugar, dairy, whole grains, I think, white potatoes, basically a lot of that stuff. You guys know, I need to look back at the message to make sure I get everything correct. And if you want more information, just Google Whole30 and I'm sure you'll find something. Or I can put the link of what she gave me in the comments below too. Have a note to self, don't forget these things. Okay, so anyways, that is what I'm going to do. And I know what you're thinking. Well, actually, I don't know what you're thinking, but you could be like, listen, that is a whole 30 days without any sugar, a whole 30 days. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It is. And I have a sweet tooth. So, legitimate thought is, how in the heck are you going to do that, Heather? Really? I mean, how are you going to do that? Well, let me tell you. If I knew, I think I wouldn't have the issues that I have with food. I think if any of us knew the perfect answer to anything, we probably wouldn't be in some of the positions that we are, or some of the predicaments that we are. So I don't have that exact answer, but I do know that I am ready to be challenged mentally. And I feel like this Whole30 is a more balanced, clean eating, preparation for how I really want to live my life. I don't want to feel dependent on sugar or dependent on carbs or dependent on those kinds of things. I want to live and eat more clean. Not temporary, not because I want to see a certain number on the scale, not because I'm in some sort of a challenge and no. I want to eat that way in the long run. So I feel like this is not something just to quickly lose some weight and then go back to an old way of eating, or maybe not necessarily an old way of eating, but go back to a different way of eating. Kind of like how I have before. No, that's not what I want. I want to transition into a much more wholesome, comprehensive way of eating. That includes more fruit, more vegetables, more protein, lean proteins and things like that. And then, yes, I can't say I'm never going to have a sugar again or a sweet. I'm never going to have a carb. No, but in 30 days, hopefully, over that time, you learn to build your relationship with the more wholesome foods. And, that's 30 days. I mean, they say 21 days to form a habit. 30 days, something has had to have happened mentally for you to get to 30 days of eating clean and wholesome like that. Where then, going into the next month, it's a lot easier. This is my hope and my thought. If I was an expert on this, if I knew in advance, if I could see into the future and see if it's going to work or not going to work, then I'd know. I don't know, but bottom line is, this is something that I want to try, that I want to not just try, that I want to do, and I want to see, myself succeed at, so that I'm building for my future. It's not a temporary thing. This is what I want to build on for the future. And not to mention, this is something that I want to try for me. And if it works or it doesn't work, either way, it's for me. If it does work, then it's something that works best for me. I'm not saying that everybody should try this. I encourage you to, if you want to, if you feel like it would work for your life and your lifestyle. But if it doesn't, if something else you do is helping you be successful, then so be it. Sharing myself on YouTube and watching others on YouTube, and especially on my Facebook page and following other Facebook pages, and coming to respect a lot of you out there in the social media that are sharing your health journeys, I've really come to learn that, you need to respect when other people want to do something that is most helpful for them. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody does. And everybody, sometimes when they do something and it works, they feel like they're an expert in that. But I've really come to appreciate that everybody has something that works for them. You might not agree with it, and you're entitled to not agree with it, but that doesn't mean that you should feel compelled to tell everybody that what works for you should work for them, because it doesn't. Everybody is different. So I have so much more that I want to share, and YouTube only gives me 15 minutes, and I'm at 14. So I'm gonna wrap up there, and I think I'm gonna start my next video. This is gonna be a two-parter. So but Whole30, Google it, check it out, let me know what you think. If you are interested in being a part of this, comment, let me know. Maybe we could have a special group about it or something. I don't know. But just let me know what you think, and stay tuned for part 2. Until later.